Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8. And a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series. Let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me if these guys come in here on a high following their wild card victory. So even though they won't have the home field advantage, they do have that momentum going for them, and a post.
Chris Miller wind up and the 0-1. Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Chris Miller. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in.
So this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Houston moves over. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
That swing off in time.
Payoff pitch on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game, and he is in there. Chris, too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. Chris Miller. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, high. Deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as the Phillies move out in front 3-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Egan is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag. After a hotly contested start to the series, what's in store for us here? It's Game 2 of the NLDS visiting Atlanta Braves. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Chris to strike him out for the second time. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Hey, you know what?
And now he's on the move again for second. Pitch is high. The throw, not in time as he steals second. Lifted in the air to center field. Miller will wait on it, and he's got it for out number 2.
Swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Miller has it in his tracks. 1 down. Chris Miller into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Smoked the other way. High and deep to left. Upton going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series, and it brings the Phillies back even now at 1 apiece.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
And this is swung on and missed, and Chris Miller will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Kimbrel pauses. Here's the 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Up. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Miller moves over. 2 down. A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference maker in this game.
Chris Miller.
Because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
And that is through into right field for a single. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. Long throw to the plate. And this will not be close. Chris Miller from the stretch. Hit hard toward the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman.
The guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he will reach down to put this one away. Good job of hanging. High fly ball out to deep right field. Houston going back on it. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing. And sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Chris Miller will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, the turning points in this game.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Miller is there and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. Chris Miller.
He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Bounce to first. Egan is there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no.
There's a look at a capacity crowd that's been anxiously awaiting the start of this one. It's Game 4 of the National League Division Series. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I think you better look out for that.
Down the first baseline. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Backhanded in shallow left by Desmond. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
Hey.
3 games.
And if they're going to have any chance of moving on, he's going to have.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column is a runner from third.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
Miller is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Chris Miller. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his 3rd home run of this series, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
At the plate, the 0-1 on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Upton is calling for it. And that retires the side. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Miller moves over, 2 down. Chris Miller.
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. The runner scores from second. And not in time as the 2nd run scores. Damian Lures as he'll bat for the 2nd time in the inning. Hit hard on the ground to 3rd. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run scores. And Upton's throw is right on target. He's out. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Miller coming on. He makes the play. A great catch on the... Chris Miller will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. High and deep to right. Houston going back to the track, to the wall. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His 2nd home run of the ball game. And it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one. So he's definitely locked in.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Miller giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the 1st out of the inning. Chris Miller will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Upton. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah.
It's been a back-and-forth series so far, and a capacity crowd is on hand to see if their guys can fight to live another day. It's Game 5 of the National League Division Series. This is still anyone's series as we get ready for Game 5.
And guys, I'm going to be so sorry to see this series end. I mean, it's been a classic struggle.
Chris Miller will stand in, and he hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Houston looking up, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his 5th so far in this series, as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through.
Into the box now. Chris to first. Egan over to his left, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted. Miller will dig in to lead things off here. Minor into the windup. 2-2 pitch on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. And this is taken in by Upton for the first out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Miller on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Chris Miller will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Gonna be a tough play on to first, and that is so striding in. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
You had somebody else beat you.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And it's 1 down, 2 to go for the Braves. They're off to the National League Championship Series.
Second no-hitter of the year and the third in Nationals history. The Nationals dugout empties. Wilson Ramos with the fist punches, and they are mobbing Max. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Scherzer's over the head into the windup. The kick, and here it comes. Swing and a pop-up on the infield. Coming over, Yunel Escobar makes